Hello, Professor in class. This is Giovanni. In today's presentation, I will discuss the problem my policy analysis will address. I will analyze the problem, discuss the current policy and laws, and identify the stakeholders involved. The societal problem that I am addressing is the number of calls for domestic violence in Los Angeles County. The most recent verified numbers for domestic violence calls are from 2024, when Los Angeles County experienced a total of 36,720 domestic violence related calls. This information was provided by the State of California's Open Justice Database. According to Los Angeles County's most recent health survey for intimate partner violence in 2023, gender identity is a strong indicator for intimate partner violence. Cisgender women and gender diverse individuals such as transgender, non-binary, and non-conforming or queer individuals experience higher levels of intimate partner violence than cisgender men. 1 in 7 cisgender men reported intimate partner violence compared to 1 in 4 cisgender women and 1 in 2 transgender individuals. When examining race, the Bureau of Justice Statistics reports that historically, Black females have experienced intimate partner violence at rates higher than white females. Hispanic and non-Hispanic females experience intimate partner violence at approximately the same rates, at least in 2008. The Los Angeles County does not publish race-only domestic violence calls. However, according to a 2015 article published in the Journal of Women's Health titled Intimate Partner Violence and its Health Impact on Disproportionately Affected Populations, including minorities and impoverished groups, data from the 2010 National Intimate Partner and Sexual Violence Survey indicated that non-Hispanic Black women and Native American or Alaskan Native women reported higher lifetime prevalent rates of intimate partner violence at 43.7% and 46%, respectively, compared to non-Hispanic white women at 34.6%. The rate for Hispanic women was slightly higher at 37.1%. According to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, multiple factors contribute to intimate partner violence, including individual, relationship, community, and social risk factors. The CDC indicates communities with high rates of poverty and limited educational and economic opportunities have a higher risk for domestic violence. One of the federal laws, the Violence Against Women Act, known as VAWA, was created to address the number of cases of intimate partner violence and provide protection. It is not one single criminal statute, but instead establishes federal penalties for specific domestic violence related offenses. Penalties include 5 years in federal prison, 20 years if seriously bodily injury occurred, and life imprisonment if death results. Now, California Penal Code Section 2273.5 addresses corporal injury to a spouse or intimate partner. This statute applies when an individual willfully inflicts corporal injury that results in a traumatic condition on a spouse or former spouse, a cohabitant or former cohabitant, a dating partner, or the parent of the offender's child. Violation for this statute may result in a sentence of up to 4 years in state prison, along with the issuance of mandatory protective orders and participation in a required 52-week batterers intervention program. Now, Los Angeles County does not have a separate criminal domestic violence offense. Instead, it uses state laws to act as a deterrent and punishment for domestic violence. Despite such laws, domestic violence related calls for assistance continue to occur in Los Angeles County, according to Open Justice data. Connections for Abused Women and Their Children, a nonprofit organization based in Los Angeles County, states that the relationship between low socioeconomic status and violence is well documented and that there is a significant correlation between domestic violence and poverty. In their article, Socioeconomic Risk Factors for Domestic and Intimate Partner Violence, published on August 30th, 2024, the organization explains that families living in poverty experience diminished resources and increased stress, which can contribute to tensions within relationships. The article also identifies educational attainment as a factor closely linked to socioeconomic status and, by extension, the risk of intimate partner violence. Thus, laws and policies that address domestic violence, economics, and education are closely linked to them, as their goal for providing social change through education, service collaboration, and institutional advocacy aligns with those laws and policies. Peace Over Violence is another Los Angeles-based nonprofit that aids. Such assistance includes crisis intervention, emergency services, case management, legal services, and advocacy. As such, their work is closely linked to state laws regarding domestic violence, including enforcement, restraining order policies, and funding at both the federal and state levels. Established in 1971, their mission is to build healthy relationships, families, and communities free from sexual, domestic, and interpersonal violence. Their legacy started after the rape of a woman on Sunset Boulevard. Thus, it allows for personal commitment and ties to the community. This concludes my presentation. God bless.